Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and today is Friday, September 13th. Friday the 13th is always a lucky day for me, 2024, and it is time for my weekly gardening update. Actually, things are dying down around here because, well, it's September in Northeast Ohio, which means technically, not based on the calendar, it's pretty much fall. We have leaves on the ground and stuff. So stay. Okay, everyone, so me and my helper, she's out here all the time with me when I go out to the garden. I'm going to show you around. Oh, and my son and daughter-in-law came into town yesterday, so that's nice. So, my Canadian goldenrod over here is really, this thing has grown. All of my tall plants in my cottage garden are just like really, really tall and leaning. I just love the way my cottage garden is looking. I still have not added any more pavers. I'm sure there are still more back where I found these, but I'm going to have to dig those up. They're not going to be on the surface. I am going to be cutting these back and processing this mint and the mint I have in the cottage garden. And if the mint that I have on the side of the house is good, I will be dehydrating that. I just dehydrated a bunch of mugwort that I harvested the other day. I just need to kind of grind that up into tea. As you can see, the petunias are dying back. Everything's dying back. Pumpkins and gourds are doing great. Miss Rhiannon loves it in there. So I think, I've been growing this for my daughter-in-law, the gourds. This is going to be the first one to be ready. So they're leaving next Thursday. I'm going to leave this. Hopefully another one will pop up. It looks like there might be. I'm going to leave it on the vine until next week. I don't know. It still might not be ready. But if she just lets it cure, I think it'll be okay. And I am just watching the stems. I have quite a few pumpkins that look ripe. I'm just watching the stems for them to start drying. So, I used to live in that little trailer full time for years. Travel around the country. I had a blast. Just traveled all over. These are these are the Paris Market carrots. Really sweet, delicious carrots you can obviously grow in planters. They get to be about 1 inch around. So these are doing really well. I probably have to get in there and thin those out. Now again, the sweet potatoes, I'm hoping that they will make it to Thanksgiving and I'll be able to harvest them for Thanksgiving. I did plant them late, so we'll see. So into my laboratory. Sorry about that. I forgot to open it before I started my video here. So Miss Rhiannon is planning on helping me. This cat, when she's outside, she follows me everywhere in the house. She could care less about me. She's funny. So back in here, I cleared out a lot more. Last week I told you I took out a lot. I did a lot more. I I pruned a lot of the plants and took out a lot more. Now, I think this one, it's really starting to produce again, so I have a feeling this might be the last round for it. And if it is, I'll be pulling this out. These are the Mexico midgets. Same with this. These are one of the original ones that I planted in here. So what is happening is my newer plants are getting more room to grow and they're starting to produce. So those are doing good. I do have a little bit of harvesting to do in here. This San Marzano I planted maybe a month ago. I rooted this and put this in here. So let's see. Over here, these are going, once I pull those off, I think I'm just going to pull these out. They do have a couple flowers on them. I don't know, it's enough to keep going with this. I might take them out and put some, I'm going to try, I saved some tomato seeds this week. So I'm thinking, what would happen if I direct sowed those tomato seeds in the greenhouse in September in Northeast Ohio? I want to see what will happen. So that's going to be one of my other experiments. My plants in the center, look at that beauty. They're doing good. It's nice to still be growing tomatoes in Northeast Ohio at this time. This is definitely coming out. I just keep pulling and pulling. Yeah, these here all need to come out. I'm going to start fresh. You know, the ones I'm doing now, the new ones I'm planting now, these are my biggest experiments to see how long I can grow tomatoes out here in the greenhouse. This is a Rosso Siciliano. I rooted it. It's starting to perk up. Still a bit iffy. We'll see what happens, but I think it's gonna make it. Let's see. These guys are perking up since I took out some of the other plants. I will see what happens with these plants. This one I probably should have pulled, but I want to see what happens. Yeah, so the middle plants, this looks like a silvery fir. This one is looking good. Let's see. So what I've been doing, you know, it got pretty cold here, but last few days it's warmed up into the 80s. But at night I am closing, making sure the greenhouse door is closed at night because it's really been getting cold. So I want to keep the heat in here during the night. Yeah, this one is still producing a lot. This one will stay. Yeah, it's really cool. I love the way they climb up the greenhouse walls and ceilings. Okay, Miss Rhiannon, come on, we're gonna go outside. So, oh, look at this. This is the Tom Thumb peas. Aren't they good? They're just, man, they're so much bigger than even yesterday. But they are going to be producing really soon. So stay tuned a minute because I'm going to open the garden gate. Okay, so here we are in the outdoor garden. The sun is shining right into the camera, so into my phone, so I can't really see. The Brussels sprouts, I don't know, having trouble keeping the pests off of them. Cabbage is looking good. I'll show you in a second. Let me get over here. Cabbage is doing good. I've never been able to grow it before. Not even get it to sprout. Now it's going crazy. So look at these beans. Aren't they looking beautiful? These are a green bean called Bountiful beans. They have no strings, thank God. They're just growing like crazy. My lima beans are doing good. Really good. They do have a bit of the rust, but they're still doing okay. My peppers, they look beautiful, but you know, it takes them so long to ripen. And our first frost, the average is mid-October, which is a month from now. And these beautiful bell poppers, they're called chocolate beauties. And I see no sign of them changing to their real color. So I'm a little worried that they won't turn before the first frost. And I might be picking them beforehand. Now some of these peppers, one or two of them, oh, like my jalapenos, I picked one green, and I picked one or two of these before, you know, they were ripe, and this was about a month ago. And I put them in salsa, and I tasted them. They were really good. So flavor-wise, they're okay. But I really wanted my chocolate beauties to be brown. I was hoping for my jalapenos to turn red. So we'll see. I might have to harvest those early because the frost will kill them. As you can see over here, I think, because I can't see the screen, my radicchio is doing really well. My second planting has popped up. I have to do some thinning out here. Broccoli looks good. Oh, let's see. Oh, Grandma Hadley's doing fantastic. And you can see the second planting over there that's popping up. It's looking good. Look at my asparagus. I never knew. This is my first year growing it. I bought 3-year-old plants so that we'll have asparagus next spring. Never knew it got these on them. But it looks like we're going to have some nice asparagus next spring. Now back in here, I have my kale. The first planting, it's getting there. It's growing slowly. Now these over here, these are the San Marzano tomatoes. They are dying and dying quickly because of the time of the year. I think I am going to have to probably harvest these tomatoes green. I keep trying to wait, but they're really looking yucky. So over here, those are the Amish snap peas growing like crazy, looking beautiful. Over here's the green arrow shelling peas. They're doing fantastic. Here is where I planted my radish, my first thing of radishes the other day, and I thought I put them all over here, but where I see them, I think these are my radish. Oh, it looks like radish. Maybe, I don't know if that's new radish or not. But it looks like they might be popping up, but we all know how quickly radish grows. My purple carrots over here doing beautifully, just gorgeous. My sunflowers, I love them. Aren't they beautiful? So over here, I still have a lot of tomatoes on here. These plants are starting to die back much more quickly. I think I'm just going to have to start dealing with green tomatoes because it's getting to the point. Well, I do want to plant some spinach as a cold crop, but I want to get my beds prepared for the cold weather too. So I'm going to have to start laying down mulch and stuff like that. And I'm going to have to just start dealing with green stuff, green tomatoes and stuff. I don't do fried green tomatoes. I guess I hope they ripen. I throw some to the chickens too. So the blueberry plants, bushes, they have had their third application of the copper fungicide. And I really think it's working. Now, it's hard to tell because, it's that time of year where the leaves are going to turn. But I can tell because these green leaves are looking healthier, the ones that remained green. So I think the copper fungicide is working for the rust. Red raspberries, they're just going crazy. In about a month and a half, these two that I have marked with white string are going to be transplanted to the other side of that blueberry bush over there. Spread them out. These guys, here's another baby blueberry bush or red raspberry bush coming. I cannot see the screen. I hope you can see it. So I will be having plenty of raspberries, red raspberries. This is the wild black raspberry, or it's Allegheny blackberry, I'm not sure. They look the same to me, but anyways, I have let one branch get long and just hit the ground. Eventually, it'll dig into the ground and start a new plant. And this plant has just been thriving over here. I took it from the edge of the woods, and it was just this here. And I planted it here in the spring, and it has just gone crazy. I mean, just nuts. And it's so beautiful, even if it doesn't produce a lot of berries. I just love it. It's a beautiful plant. As you can see, my strawberries, they're just thriving. They're doing fantastic. Really good. Keep checking for more runners. It seems to have slowed down with producing runners. But I have a good start for next spring. Because I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 baby strawberry plants here, which I will be putting in my booth next spring for purchase. And by then I'll have more. So that's really good. I am waiting. These are organic ever-bearing strawberries. They produce from spring to fall, to the first frost, which is good. I saved a whole bunch. I'm going to make a pie today. been saving it throughout the season. Well, I ordered my June bearing, which are my favorite. They are called Wendy's strawberries. They make the best pies and jams you'd ever want to taste. So they should be arriving soon. Those are going to be planted here. And those runners I will also be saving to sell. So things are going good with my strawberries have been so easy for me to grow. I don't know why. So also, as you see, I've got all my decorative stuff is going to start coming down. I am putting out my fall decorations and stuff, so, and everything is looking, ugh. So all that's coming down. So I think that's it. Things have gotten slow, so, because it's that time of year. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.